also love to take you on my adventures. Today, the adventure has brought me to sunny Mexico to an all-inclusive resort, and I thought it'd be really fun to jump on and give you guys some advice on if it's your first time at an all-inclusive resort, what to expect, and some advice that I wish I knew before I went to my first all-inclusive. So stick around. First piece of advice, you guys, is if you're going to go to an all-inclusive resort, unless you're going to a non-tipping resort, is to bring lots of singles. I mean, the Mexican currency works as well, or whatever you're going, but US dollars, trust me, you will get the best service if you tip your bartenders. They will get to know you, like they'll go out of their way to give you like priority service if you tip, because the amount of people that don't tip, like, it's actually pretty astronomical. So bring some singles, like a couple dollars when you get a drink. I'm telling you, your service will be like chef's kiss, promise. Dollars. A lot of them, the hotels will exchange money at the front if you don't have lots of singles, but either way, tip your people, do it. Another piece of advice at an all-inclusive resort is to check out what free things are going on. I mean, usually they'll have a list of kind of like free adventures that you don't have to pay for, and a lot of them are really fun. We got tequila tasting here in Mexico, we've got bike tours, things like that are such a blast. But there's also lots of fun excursions to do off-resort. Off-resort, there's usually tons and tons of fun stuff to do. Check in with, normally there's a person at a resort that will kind of be shelling out some different advice on things you could be doing. Make sure you go to somebody trusted. Be careful who you trust, you guys. You want to make sure that your hard-earned dollars are going towards something legit. So usually people on resort are vetted and are normally pretty safe people. There's snorkeling, there's deep sea fishing, there's usually all sorts of really fun stuff, but that leads me to my next tip. If you're going to be going on like a boat in the middle of the ocean, that is such a flippin' blast. I had so much fun doing that, but when I tell you, I saw everyone else dropping like flies because they had such bad motion sickness. So pro tip, take some Gravol or something like that, like before you even head out on the boat. You might be a little bit more fatigued at the end of it, but like you'll be able to keep your breakfast, and like that's ideal because the amount of people I saw like throwing up, you don't want to be that person. Another pro tip at an all-inclusive resort, obviously the drinks are flowing, that's always really fun, but I'm not trying to be, you know, like your mom or something, but make sure you're drinking water. Trust me, you can kind of balance it. It doesn't have to ruin your fun time, but drink enough water. I can't stress that enough, because the amount of people, again, that I see dropping like flies that like day one, day two of their like week off are so hungover because they did not drink a lick of water, and like that heat will get to you, I promise. So drink water. Next pro tip, again, sounds kind of obvious, but wear your sunscreen. Sometimes if it's really breezy, we may not necessarily know what that sun's doing to us, but like you will roast. Like again, day one people I'm seeing like red lobsters because they've not worn a single lick of sunscreen. Don't let that be you. Again, you're gonna have all these beautiful tips from me, so you'll be golden. This has been your favorite nurse, Nurse Riley, with some beautiful tips to enjoy your all-inclusive vacation. I've become a little bit obsessed because again, it's relaxing time. I love the heat. I love to be hot, so maybe I'll see you next time at one of these places, but follow along for more. All right, time for dip in the pool and time for a cerveza or 5, but I'm gonna drink my water, don't worry.